Hello everyone, welcome to YouTube channel Project Professional. I am Tanveer and this video is on EPC schedule progress update. The brief description: once the schedule baseline is approved, it is the benchmark for measuring the actual progress against the plan. The parameters which are evaluated are the following: durations. Durations means durations of the activities, and completion dates, activity completion dates, overall completion dates, cost, manpower, equipment, etc. In order to perform the above, the baseline schedule is assigned with the above details. The baseline parameters. Parameters are assigned to activities which have duration. Then the schedule is run, which spreads the parameters across the duration of the project. Based on these spreads, histograms and curves for the parameters are generated, which provide the periodic value as well as the cumulative value. These histograms and curves forms the baseline. These are the example of S-curve and the histogram. On the left side is the S-curve, means baseline progress S-curve, and on the right side is the manpower histogram. Progress measurement system. Different phases with E, P, and C have different method of progress measurement. Engineering is mainly deliverable based. Procurement is based on equipment procured from supplier manufacturer. Construction is based on different types of construction activities with civil, mechanical, piping, electrical, instrument, etc., which have different way to measure progress. Example of a scope units. Like in engineering, it is the deliverables. In the procurement, like pump, compressor, fan cooler, heat exchanger, etc. These are on numbers, steel plates on metric ton, cables on meters. There's still the gauges, transmitter, switch gears on number. In the construction, the earth excavation, backfilling, these are in cubic meter. Similarly, reinforced concrete work, it's in cubic meter. Piping fabrication is in inch dia, steel work in metric ton. In the pre-commissioning, it is this is done on the system subsystem based, and the scope unit is QVD or ITR. QVD is quality verifying document, whereas the ITR is the inspection test record. It is either called QVD or ITR. Then the commissioning steps. Weightage and cost assignment. Each stage with engineering, procurement, construction, pre-commissioning, and commissioning are assigned weights. The total of the project being the 100%. The example of weightage is as follows. Engineering may be 8%, procurement 55%, construction 30%, pre-commissioning 5%, commissioning 2%, and if you add up, it is 100%. Within each phase, the weight means within each phase, like engineering or procurement or construction, the weight is further broken down until it is assigned to activities. Similarly, the cost is assigned to the activities. Resource assignment. Each activity is assigned resources. Resources in engineering are like design engineers, draftsmen, etc. While under the procurement, they are buyer, procurement specialist, purchaser, etc. Under the construction, the examples are direct and indirect. Direct manpower, which are assigned to activities, they may be welders, fabricator, painter, etc. And indirect manpower are the supervisory manpower, like supervisors, engineers, manager, etc. Similarly, construction activities are also assigned equipment like welding machine, hydro-test pumps, roller, compactor, etc. Then there are cranes which may be for the unit or maybe in a day for more than more than one activity. So those are also assigned accordingly. Engineering progress. Now we come to progress. The progress follows the following sequence, each having a progress percentage, like submission of the document deliverables or the drawings, the review, and approval code. Then further, the review may result in the following with progress percentage. Rejected. If it is rejected in the review cycle, then for that particular, there will be no weightage. Then if it is reviewed with comments, it has some specific weight. And when it is approved, means it is 100% weightage is done. Means the activity is complete. Some activity may be submitted, some deliverables or may be submitted for review, information, or record, and their submission would result in achievement of complete progress percentage, that is 100%. Procurement progress. Procurement starts from material requisition and concludes with the receipt to the site. There are many steps in between, and for a tagged item, it may be the following, each having percentage progress. That MR means material requisition, RFQ, request for quotation, TBE, technical bid evaluation, PO means purchase after order, then manufacturer documentation approval, then component material procurement by the manufacturer, manufacturing, in between the inspection activities, then FAT, factory acceptance test, then delivery to site. In bulk items, some of the above steps are not applicable. Construction progress. Construction progress measurement process differ from activity to activity. E.g., for like in the civil, the concrete work progress is done based on the cubic meter of concrete poured, but weightage is provided for shuttering, bar bending, concrete pouring, curing, and removal of shuttering. These are the activities, total activities for the concrete work. Then like pipe fabrication is based on inch die of pipe fillet, but the weight is provided for marking and cutting, alignment and fit up, root pass, subsequent pass, heat treatment if applicable. In the storage tank work has widget divided between bottom and annular plate fabrication, shelf fabrication, and roof fabrication. Within the bottom and annular, it is bottom and annular plate. Then in the roof fabrication, it maybe the roof structure if it is a fixed roof, and the roof plates. Then in the shell, different shells, each shell has a, if the weightage is still broken. Piping hydrotes is based on the loops. Okay. Then painting is measured in square meters. Cable based work is based on cable laying, glanding, and termination. Example of schedule baseline. We can see this on the right hand side, that each phase engineering, procurement, construction, pre-commissioning, and commissioning. Then which are further broken down. Then the scope, then the weight value. Then on the right is the bars over the duration. So the scope like PNID, how many PNIDs and how much is the weight. Then pump, compressor, fin fan, cooler, how much is the weight, like that, all the weights are assigned. Then that was the schedule baseline, and this is the schedule update. Similarly, the activities, then scope, the scope has 2 columns and weight has 2 columns. The left column of the scope is the plan, the right column is the actual. Similarly, for the weight also, the left side of the weight is the plan and the right is the update. And then the blue bar is the baseline, yellow is the actual, and the gray one is the forecast. And we see that, okay, the red, this vertical line is the data date, representing the data date. So we can see the how is the actual is benchmark against the baseline in the duration, and also in the scope, and also then based on that on the weight. Progress update. As the project progresses, the activity progress. From the baseline, each activity has a defined percentage of progress planned for each period, which is based on the specific scope to be performed, as we saw in the previous slide. Similarly, resource and costs are also defined for the period activity-wise. The above two roll up for the phase, and which in turn for the project plan for a given period. When the schedule is updated, scope accomplishment provide the percentage performed, costs and resources are taken from the actual. The above two also roll up for the phase and project actual for the period. These are the examples of the S-curve and the histogram update. Here the blue curve defines the plan, and the orange one is for the actual. And in the histogram also the blue one is for the plan, and the orange color one is the actual. Basis of the update, engineering progress update is based on the review and approval status. Procurement progress update is based on the documents for each stage like MR, TB document, PO, stage-wise inspection, delivery note, MRN, etc. Construction progress update is based on the closure status of RFI. RFI is the request for inspection. Pre-commissioning progress update is based on the closure status of QVD/or ITR and punch item status. With this, we conclude. Thank you. Goodbye.